Everyone, Pipperville 2 Gaming here, and today we are actually looking at the Platinum Trophy in Subnautica. I'm going to actually go ahead and finish up these last few. So we just hatched the eggs down here, and it is basically the new Sea Emperors. Now it looks like this Sea Emperor that was kind of flying around in the previous games, I don't know if she made it. I think she may have actually died, and then the new ones were actually born. So there's actually 5 of them. We're going to hop into prawn suit. Now what I have left to do is I have to cure the infection. And for those of you that did not readily understand what that was, if you're playing through this, I didn't really get it. You have to touch this enzyme. And I'll show you basically what that is. When we go through this portal, it's actually kind of funny as well. But basically this enzyme is what the aliens have been studying. They noticed that when the bacteria, the Kara bacteria, was actually exposed to this enzyme, it seemed to actually get rid of it. So that was actually considered the cure. The alien, basically, to kind of give you a little bit of backstory on that, kind of was trying to talk to those people, but for some reason they were not able to hear her. She did not like them, so she did not give them the cure. She gave us the cure, told us exactly what needed to be done to hatch these eggs. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and go through. This is actually the final warp gate. This will get us right back into the first alien facility that we go to, and it actually is the one that scans our arm and tells us that we are still infected. And after you get through here, I kind of noticed there's like 5 of these little guys that were actually in the original containment earlier, and they kind of puke up these little enzyme balls that are the cure. So we're really just rubbing our arms in alien throw up, apparently. Now, like I said, that is actually the Sea Emperor. Earlier in the lava zone, you actually experience what is known as the Sea Dragon, which actually will fire some fireballs at you, and is very, very nasty creature to kind of interact with. They're not very nice. And I'm kind of curious if that's kind of the sort of male of the species and the female is the Sea Emperor. It was kind of interesting. Kind of a theory. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I could be completely wrong. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through this alien facility here. So up here, we're going to be scanning our arm. So we're going to interact with this. Just takes a sample of our, believe our blood, I guess, and just tests it, make sure that we don't have that bacteria called Kara. And what this does is it actually shuts down this facility so that it is no longer active. In the very beginning, some spoiler alerts. I won't try to ruin the story for most of you, but there is a ship that tries to come in. If you have not actually cured the bacteria by that time, it will shoot it down. So this is basically an automated defense system, and that is actually the Doomsday device right there. If you scan that, they were actually ready to blow up the entire planet for quarantine purposes. So it's like, and the facility actually goes dark after we scanned our arm, so it's actually shut down. The next point that we're going to go to, and I'll cut ahead after I get in the prawn suit, but we're going to go back to our base. We're actually going to launch the Neptune. So when you get into the Neptune, I actually had done this earlier and I didn't realize it. I got all the way in the Neptune. And you have to do a couple of things like turning on the engines and stuff like that, but the final thing is to make sure that you are cured of the disease. And I had to make sure that this facility was offline. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the Neptune. I'll cut ahead, and then once we're there, we'll go through the final proceedings and get that Platinum Trophy. So at this point, this is actually where we start off in that little lifeboat that's kind of in the yellow kind of outline. That's the Aurora that we originally crashed on. I built this entire Neptune platform, and what we want to do is you go around to the back here, and we're going to take the elevator. There's a couple more steps, a couple more trophies that we're actually going to end up getting in here. It'll be the last 2 trophies that we're going to get. So the last 2 trophies being that we're going to launch the Neptune, and then the other one is actually a time capsule Time capsule is pretty easy. You can actually just put anything you want in there. I'm going to put a table coral sample in there just because I happen to have it in my inventory and I didn't pick anything else up. But what you do in here, we're going to go ahead and turn on all the power.
Auxiliary power unit online. Communications systems array active. Pressurizing hydraulics.
It's kind of weird. This whole thing was actually what appeared to be like 3D printed from drones, so it's kind of not sure if I'd want to actually take off on it in real life, but hey. So we're going to activate the life support system. We're also going to activate one other system,
Life
basically turning these on.
Systems online.
Over here, which is the primary CPU that we're going to boot up. And
Primary
then finally,
computer systems active.
we've got a time capsule. So the time capsule is pretty
All
easy.
systems are go for liftoff.
So one, we just want to put something in there. It doesn't matter what you put in there. The second thing that we are going to do is put an image in there. I don't remember taking these images, but apparently they're here. So go ahead and put that in there. Go ahead and select, and then a message. I'm just going to put the word G, I guess. I don't know. That should
Time
do
capsule
it.
ready.
So there's the time capsule one right there, and then we're going to get ready to get the Neptune rocket, and then finally
Ready to launch on your command, Captain.
we've got the Platinum Trophy. So there it is in Subnautica.
10.
We'll watch the ending sequence as well. Apparently we have some fans that are going to watch us take off. Some birds.
2, 1. Time capsule jettisoned. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver.
I thought for sure we were going to crash back down on the planet again. I was like, oh my gosh.
Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
And that is Subnautica, and we got the platinum in that one. Definitely appreciate everyone watching, and have a good one.